Happy Monday, friends. It is time. It's Monday. Let's do this. What is going on? My name is Alexandra. I'm founder of Life With Herpes. I have been talking publicly about my herpes diagnosis since 2017. That's right, 2017. I was diagnosed with HSV-1 oral in 2003 and HSV-2 down there in 2011. So I know what it's like to have herpes. In fact, I'm very on brand today. I actually have one. All right, so let's go ahead and tap the screen and thank you guys for joining. This is your opportunity to listen. This is your opportunity to ask your questions. If you've been on the live before, you know that I get hundreds and hundreds of questions, so I do my best to go through the questions in the order in which they are received. So go ahead and ask them. This app, this platform, social media in general does not like when there is any foul language, profanity. Just go rated G. Do what you can to go rated G in the questions, because I'll get the notification that this comment was removed for the safety of the community. And it probably wasn't that big of a deal. But anyways, people like to make it a big deal. So feel free to ask your questions in the comments below. So a little bit about me, like I said earlier. My name's Alexandra. I'm founder of Life With Herpes. I started Life With Herpes in 2017. When I was diagnosed in 2011, I realized that there was no information out there. There were people out there not talking about herpes. There were people out there just, you're diagnosed and you're left feeling alone. You're left feeling ostracized. You're left feeling basically suffocated. And how do I survive? How do I get through this? More importantly, how do I date? How do I become lovable? And how do I get through life? Am I going to have to be alone? Am I going to have to be solo? What's going to happen in life? So with that being said, hold on, let me take a sip. That's why I'm here and that's why I'm talking. So please go ahead and ask your questions. Like I said, I answer them in the order in which they are received. Spaghetti says, love you and your content. Thank you for all that you do. You're welcome. Like I said, I'm just here to support. One of the questions that I got that was a really great question last week, and I'm going to answer it again. What would you do if you were just diagnosed with herpes? How would you proceed? What would you do? What would you tell someone that you love? Here's what I would do. If you think that you have herpes, if you think that you have something going on, I would go get tested. I know we don't want to necessarily know. I know we're like, well, why would I want to know if I have it? I don't want to know. I would get tested so that you can know. For the reason being that in the future, you're probably going to have a partner or a new partner, and you're going to want to be able to have that disclosure conversation. Now, I know you're going to say, well, Alexandra, I don't really want to have to disclose, because if I don't know, then I don't have to disclose. Right, you're correct. However, if you have the slight inkling that you have herpes, then you should disclose, right? So definitely go get tested, find out what type you have. Then the next thing I would do is if you want to take the antiviral, I would take the antiviral, and that can help speed up the recovery really, really fast. If you don't want to take the antiviral, which I no longer take the antiviral, I would take these supplements. See if I can. I would take these supplements. You have Lysine, boom, I would take that. Monolaurin, boom, I would take that. Andrographis, boom, I would take that. These are the supplements I would get in my system ASAP. This is exactly what I got in my system yesterday when I suddenly had an outbreak. So anyways, I would take these immediately. Lysine is known to help block the replication of the virus. So yesterday when I felt my outbreak coming on, as I'm on brand here, when I felt this coming on, I immediately took my Lysine. As soon as I got the Lysine in my system, I kid you not, within minutes, I felt the pulse starting to stop. Like it literally had a heartbeat, as you guys know what I mean, and it literally went back to normal. So this is crucial. This is a must-have in your back pocket anytime you have an outbreak, or even to use daily if you think it can help, if it helps you. I do take it daily. The next ones, people are asking me to spell it. The next one is Monolaurin. It's right here. Everything is linked for you. You can check it out. Monolaurin. This helps block. This doesn't block. This helps dissolve the outer layer of enveloped viruses. So the HSV virus is enveloped, which means it has an outer shell, and this helps dissolve the outer shell so that our immune system can go in and penetrate that. In fact, I need to take some. I have some here. This is a Monolaurin Lysine combo. So it's basically more bang for your buck. You get more with less swallows. Who doesn't like that? So I'm actually going to get this out and take some because I, as we have just decided, as we have discussed, am on brand with a cold sore. Can't believe it that I'm on brand with a cold sore. Anyways, but I am. So here I am. I have this out. All right. Then the last thing I would take would be Andrographis. So this is also very potent in fighting the HSV, specifically also HSV1 and HSV2. So it's an overall immune system dietary supplement, and it's immune system support. So these are the things I would take. Like I said, they're all linked for you in the bio, and you can check them out. You do get a discount. So there you have it. I gave my friend herpes. What should I do? So as far as giving your friend herpes, I personally cannot speak on, I to my knowledge, have not transmitted herpes to a friend or a partner. However, here's how I would look at it. Number one, had you had the disclosure? Like, had you disclosed that you have herpes? If you've disclosed that you have herpes and you still transmit it to a partner, then that partner made his or her own decision to be in that situation. So please keep that in mind. Your partner made the decision to be in that position knowing that there was a risk. If you didn't disclose that you had herpes, then it's your opportunity to come forward and have that conversation. For us to be like, oh no, I don't know. I didn't know I had it. I don't, right? I believe that the truth comes out, and I believe that you as a person of morals should come forward and say, I did know I had this. This is a really hard conversation for me to have. And here's why I didn't feel comfortable disclosing, or here's why I didn't disclose, or here's why I didn't say. And as soon as you can be humble, that's what's going to help. Now, the person may hate you. The person may never want to speak to you again, but you in your heart of hearts know that you made it right at the end, right? As far as emotionally, how do you handle the fact that you've given someone herpes? I would say that the most important thing for you to do is just, again, be on the same page with that partner. Let that partner know what you can do to support that person. You didn't do this intentionally. This wasn't out of a revenge. This wasn't out of hurt. This wasn't out of anything other than, we were two people that came together. I didn't know that I had this. I mean, I didn't know I was contagious or whatever, and I'm sorry, and here's what we can do. We can talk about it. So that's how I would handle it. Can I please show the supplements again? I can. We have Lysine. We have Andrographis. See if I can do that. I can't. We have Andrographis and we have Monolaurin. Again, they're all linked for you in the bio, and you do get a discount on it. Where can you get the test? Though I've been told you need to have an outbreak. So you can be tested if you want to have a blood test. Just go to your doctor or go to a lab or whoever can fill that for you and test for the IgG herpes test. You're going to want to know your antibody level. So your antibodies will tell you if you have the virus or if you don't have the virus. And if, let's say you just came in contact with somebody like this weekend and you go and get an antibody test and it tests negative, that means that you haven't had it in the past. It doesn't mean that you're not necessarily negative, because it can take your body a while for the antibodies to arrive. If that makes any sense. That probably made no sense. There is a window of opportunity that you can be positive but test negative. That's how I should have said it. So that window of opportunity, or that window where it's confusing that you can be positive and test negative, is because your body hasn't created the antibodies. When you have your first outbreak, or you have you first introduced to the virus, your body's not going to have antibodies. It's going to take it a while. It can take up to 12 weeks for your body to make the antibodies. Just ask your questions here. Guys, just ask them in the comments. Is lysine defense the same thing? It might be. You might buy something that's called lysine defense. Lysine is an essential amino acid. It's a protein that we take. So you can just add that to your diet. You can consume lysine in your diet, or you can take a supplement. What Kyle's mildew smell down there? I don't think that's herpes. What it could be is a snowball effect of other infections you may be having in your body. So for example, when I was first diagnosed with herpes back in 2011, I also had BV, I had yeast infections, I had outbreaks, I had like everything going on because my immune system was so shot. So it wouldn't be herpes specific, but if your body's fighting herpes and if you have other infections in your body or other overgrowths, maybe you have candida, things like that, it can cause you to have other infections. Hello, does it help with outbreaks or does it eradicate viruses? Does it help with outbreaks? Does it eradicate? You mean the supplements? The supplements help, they do different things. Some of them help with your immune system. Some of them help block the replication, and other ones help fight the actual virus. So there's a lot of different things that they do. How can you not transfer it to your partner or lower the risk? So the best thing that we can do to lower the risk of transmission, guys, I'm just unlocking my computer because I have a call coming up, and when my call jumps on, I'm gonna have to go. So just hold please while I am launching this. Okay, so back to how do you prevent transmission to a partner? There is no 100% way to prevent transmission to a partner. However, there are ways to lessen the transmission rate. Number one, I'm going to say have a conversation, communicate with your partner. The more you can communicate with your partner, the more you can discuss with your partner, hey, I feel like I'm having an outbreak. Hey, I have those tingly sensations. Hey, I'm really run down right now. Hey, this is what's going on. We think that once we have the initial I have herpes conversation, we're never going to bring it up again. And the fact is we're going to be bringing it up time and time again because we're going to have to be communicating with our partner, talking about potential outbreaks. Number two, if you want to take the antiviral and that's prescribed to you by your doctor, that's going to lessen the transmission rate by 48%. So that's going to be one of the best ways to prevent transmission. The next way, if you want to use a condom, using a condom lessens the transmission between 30 and 50% of the time. So whereas it's not 100%, nothing is 100%. The 100% way to not transmit herpes is don't come in contact with someone that has it. But that's not realistic because with 80% of the population having herpes, it's so common that you're going to find somebody with herpes. And then I would say look at the supplements. Those are going to be some great ways to help naturally reduce the transmission. So by taking the supplements that I mentioned, we have lysine, we have monolaurin, and then we have Andrographis that I dropped. These are going to be some great ways for you to boost your immune system and then naturally help prevent transmission. Something I haven't brought up in the past, I do have a lubricant that we've created. It is created by Secret Society Wellness, which is the company that I created to help with natural products for herpes outbreaks. Whereas this does not prevent transmission, what it has in it is it does have ingredients in it that are natural. So we do have some vitamin E, we have beeswax, you have olive oil, we have coconut oil, and a lot of these oils and a lot of these ingredients are natural antivirals, are natural antifungals, and are natural antibacterial. So whereas, again, this is not, I'm not going to say it prevents it. It can definitely help with other infections going on. And I personally think the more natural your lube, the better off we are, because when we do have, hey Sabina, I'm just on a live. When we do have more natural products, I feel like it's better for our body. So I do have this linked for you. You can check it out. It is awesome. I do have other boxes of tricks in here. Like if you do have an outbreak, using this directly on your outbreak is probably going to be the best thing because it has peppermint and eucalyptus essential oils, and it definitely will help with the tingle and wound repair and speed up recovery. So guys, I have got to go. I have a call. I appreciate you. I see someone say lemon balm. Yes, lemon balm is included in other ingredients that we have. In fact, we just launched the Herpes Fix-It salve. I don't have it here to show you. It is a manuka honey based with, it has lemon balm, it has frankincense oil. That is all linked for you in the bio. It's brand new. It just came out. All right, guys, thank you for joining me, and I will join you soon on the next live. Have an awesome Monday, and happy holidays, and Merry Christmas. Bye.